Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of building the original GameCube map in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Or at least like a heavily inspired one is what I'm kind of going for. Today we're building the police station, and as you can see, the outside of the police station is pretty simple, so it should be pretty easy to build this today. It's just like kind of an L-shaped path with a bulletin board as a map again. So what we're going to do is probably use the campsite sign again. We've used it in every episode, which is a little bit annoying. I know, but you know, can't win them all. A challenge we have to overcome is that the building is diagonal, and we have to get like a little stand-in for Copper, which won't be a problem because of Guac's little pro designs that you could use as like NPCs. If we take a look at the inside, we can actually create this in New Horizons pretty well. The only problem I have right now is the flooring and the wallpaper. I can't really find a good match for those. But as you can see, this is kind of like just the interior, and this is where you would find lost items in the original game. Just random items would appear here. Furniture, wallpaper, umbrellas, and stationery, basically. And yeah, let's get started building this building. All right, so here we are indoors. We're gonna build it right now. I chose the light parquet flooring and the concrete wall, and I just upgraded my character's house. I made a new character called Booker, and I upgraded his house to be like the second upgrade, so it has nothing else but the main room. So this is gonna represent the original build pretty well. What we're going to do is we're going to place a bunch of office desks down. These are 11 silver office desks, and we're going to turn them around so you can see the back of them. And I think these are the closest item that represent the tables in New Horizons. What's awesome about this too is that it's the same amount of table space, I would say. So we could actually create the layout 1-to-1, which is really cool. So in the original, we had like 3 tables in the middle, like 2 rows of 3 tables. And then what we're going to do now is place the last table at the bottom left with the rotary phone as a little decoration. And then what we could do is go out of building mode. And this is Booker, by the way. I made him with like a little police uniform. And I found this lost item on the ground that I could repurpose to be kind of like the diary, which is pretty nice. There are a lot of lost items in the game that you can use for decorations. All you have to do is keep them for an extra day, and you won't be able to return the item anymore. I figured for the back wall, we had a clock and a poster. Actually, we had like 2 posters, a wanted poster and everything. I figured I would just use the farewell disc and the Booker poster to pay homage to the original NPCs that enter the game. The way you get these posters is you scan the amiibo for them. And yeah, that sums up that back wall. There's also a locker in the room, so just put that at the bottom right. This is the completed build. As you can see, I put some wallpaper and flooring in the back just to represent the lost items that you would find in the game, in the original GameCube game. And then here's me with Booker. Now let's take a shot at the outside path. So what I'm doing now is I'm just speeding this up, by the way. I'm making an L as like a base because that's kind of like the shape of the original path. It's kind of shaped like an L. And then what I'm going to do is cut into that path to kind of make it look more natural. That's what I kind of do with all of my paths. I wanted to show this process at least once so that you guys got an idea of what I'm trying to do. As you can see, I messed up a lot placing these paths, which is why I don't usually show it, but I figured it'd be good to show it at least once. But yeah, so I decided to like just cut it down a little bit and then make it wider on the other end. And that makes it look a little bit better. And we can connect this to the path too. It's just like a straight 2 wide path. And then to make this look more natural, we can decorate it. So what I'm going to do is put a campsite sign down to represent the bulletin board. Again, we can't get away from the campsite sign in this series. Now we have to landscape this, so I figured a little time lapse is in order. Please enjoy this with no commentary. Hey everybody, I just wanted to give you a quick design tip. So what I wanted to show you is this medium young cedar. So if you want to dig up smaller trees, you can do that while they're growing, and then you can actually stunt these trees' growth. So one of the best ways to do that, and the easiest way in my opinion, is to just plant a fruit next to it. And now neither of these trees will grow. But this only works with fruit saplings or money tree saplings. So if you try to plant like a normal sapling, like a cedar sapling or a hardwood sapling, it will not let you stunt the tree's growth. The tree will still grow. It's just an overall cool effect. You can get a lot of height variation with your trees. So I might do this with some of these trees in the future as well to make kind of like this growing forest. You could also cut these trees down to make mini stumps, which look pretty cute too. All right, now we're just gonna put some finishing touches indoors. I feel like Booker should go in here because he was the one who followed you around indoors in the original game. He just constantly followed you, didn't let you go, no matter where you went. I wish I could have him in this game where you could put him in any building. I feel like that would be a cool update if you could scan amiibo to like have them stand in buildings. That'd be awesome. But we just have some lost items in the back and we'll take one final walk around the room. Very nice. And let's go outside. So outside, I figured we could get Copper because Copper is the one who usually stands by the police station. We can't customize our house, which is very unfortunate. But what we can do is decorate the outside to make it look a little bit more like a police station. So what I've done is put a wanted sign in front of the house to kind of signify that, hey, this is a police station you're walking into. I don't know. I feel like it looks okay. Sadly, I can't do more than that. I wish I could customize it to look more like a police station. But also there are these map items in the original game that you could find just placed randomly. They're just like little tips on how to play the game around the GameCube map. So I figured we could do that in this too by just making the original map texture and importing it in. And we just added some fences around and now it looks pretty complete. I guess I'll show you my plaza too. So this is the plaza. This is like just a small update. I have all of these bridges now that like go into each path. It goes top left and top right. Nothing is to the right now. I think we're gonna build the shopping area next. I have a pretty good idea of what I want to do for that. And we'll probably make this path look a little more natural eventually. Sorry for the short episode today, but I couldn't figure out what else to add because it's a pretty small building and I want it to be like an all-inclusive series. If you enjoyed this episode, leave it a like, subscribe for more, and the next one should be longer and a bigger build. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye!